Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Justfly channel. My name is Jay and I'm the host of this channel, and today we have quite a lot of exciting news coming from a whole bunch of aircraft brands and airports. So let's not waste any time, let's roll in with that intro. Kicking off the news with some brand new information about inibuilds A350. A brand new 3-minute trailer by inibuilds has been released along with some exciting new development updates on the plane. The trailer itself gives us the biggest insight yet into the up and coming aircraft by inibuilds. We can see a detailed 3D cabin and cabin announcement system, the external modeling along with plenty of system functionalities. Expect to see brakes to vacate, offset simulation, GPS jamming and custom terrain radar, and so much more. This is probably going to be one of the best detailed planes so far from inibuilds. Now, inibuilds has also previewed with an all new inibuilds simulation manager along with a comprehensive flight attendance panel and the maintenance simulation side of things. Overall, this looks to be a complete experience for the A350 and by far the most detailed renderization of the planes that they've brought out so far for any simulator. Now, in the forums post, inibuilds details some of the electrical and system simulations that will be included. This includes information on how over 80 different electrical buses are modeled, the use of dynamic load consumption, and how there are actual battery options to choose from, which impacts the amp hour capacity. inibuilds says this is swappable via the EFB, and there are also other similar detailed options available to choose from. inibuilds has also now said that they have now chosen their decision to not just only make the A350 possible in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 only, but will now be bringing it to both simulators, so that includes 2020 and 2024. The up and coming release both for the A350-900 and the A350-1000 will be available, with the ULR version coming soon as a free update down the line. Bear in mind that all of this will be in one single purchase, so you don't have to worry about buying each and every variant. Finally, whilst inibuilds originally hoped for a 2024 release, they did clarify at the end of the trailer that this will now be released at the beginning of 2025, in particular in the first quarter of 2025. More details about the plane will be shared during the time as we wait, and hopefully we get some more information about this because I'm really looking forward to it. Now, there will be a video completely on this, and I do promise this video in particular because I've been waiting for this for quite some time, as you guys probably know from the numerous amount of videos I've created. But in the meantime, what you can do is check out inibuilds discount that they have with Winter Wonderland sales, and that will be currently on the inibuilds website. BravoAirspace has released their renderization of the Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 and is available exclusively on the Microsoft Flight Simulator marketplace. This new edition is a follow-up of the BravoAirspace Boeing 787 Dreamliner released earlier this year and features a number of enhancements and features to the default Boeing 787-10 Dreamliner included in the Premium Deluxe variant of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. Some of the features include both General Electric and Rolls-Royce engine types with matching fan blades and realistic sounds for each one. Custom flight dynamics, a brand new passenger cabin with custom lighting, seatbelt signs and sounds, a custom EFB which includes SimBrief support, Navigraph chart support, ground handling, door controls, passenger announcements, custom quick views, and exterior eye candy and more. Now, you could purchase this BravoAirspace Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner through Microsoft Flight Simulator marketplace for $19.99 for both PC and Xbox. A free upgrade is in the works for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 once the marketplace goes live, which will be next year. Bear in mind, you must own the Premium Deluxe variant of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 to be able to use this aircraft. FlightSim Studio has issued another update for their Boeing 727 aircraft. This brings their update so far to 1.0.7, which comes with a new GNS XLS flight management system, other system updates, sound updates, and modified radio systems, and also GSX integrations as well. Furthermore, the developer is preparing a Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 compatibility version for the Boeing 727. Whilst the feature set will be largely the same same for both sims. The update post does mention minor technical comparison, but does not elaborate on the future. The GNS XLS is an older flight management computer. This features LNAV features but lacks full VNAV integration, making it advisory only. The GNS XLS does support manual flight plan entry as well as sim brief import. The plan pages with fuel consumptions hold direct to waypoint times and an integrated moving map. Right, so before we move on, this is separated into two parts, so just keep that in mind. Now, Justfly's team has been working very hard to get 2 commercial aircrafts ready to take off in the skies into Microsoft Flight Simulator. Recently, the development team took to the Justfly website to share the development update for the up-and-coming Airbus A300 and the Fokker 70-100. Like the previous development updates for Justfly's Airbus A300 B4 Professional, this update primarily focuses on the cockpit design. In recent weeks, the team has wrapped up the animations and lighting logic for the cabin dials, switches, all the lights inside the aircraft, and so much more. In all, Justfly's A300 will feature nearly 2,000 separate cockpit switches, dials, and lights. With the team completing this major task, they anticipate sharing the cockpit system previews within the next year. Whilst the development team has purposely strayed away from external previews of the A300, progress is still being made on an external model. Since Justfly's initial announcement on the A300, significant works have been underway to upgrade and redefine the exterior modeling of the aircraft. This includes adding details like new panels, wiring, fluid lights, and so much more. In the development update, the team confirmed that the external modeling is complete and texturing should begin soon. Going into 2025, we anticipate previews featuring the external modeling. Finally, while the team is committed to bringing the A300 for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, they are still focusing on the core for the old game development as well, and elevating how they could push it over to the new game and perform it in the next couple of months. Like the A300, most of the Fokker's 70-100 development update centers around the aircraft's cockpit. In exciting news, the team shared that the cockpit systems are 80% completed and they will begin beta testing in the next couple of weeks to ensure the highest level of accuracy. Justfly has employed a new team of the real-world F70-100 pilots and engineers to beta test the aircraft. In addition to the cockpit previews, the team shared previews of the new AK liveries. As stated in the development update post, Justfly is committed to supporting Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, but is still focused on the 2020 development. Finally, Justfly stated that the F70-100 will be released in the first half of 2025, so we can expect more previews and also a pricing coming out soon in the next year.
DJ Choice on the beat.
Now, sticking along with Justfly, as I said, they have shared a detailed development roadmap outlining the developer plan for the aircraft's updates and supports for next year. The plan includes significant free updates to nearly the entire fleet, as well as free compatibility with the latest installment of the new game, which is Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Now, starting off with the PA28161 Warrior Mark II received a flight model update just recently, adding features such as the CFD, which was not yet available at the initial release of the PA28, and ground fiction support as well. After collecting feedback on the update, Justfly is ready to roll out these changes to other aircrafts in the PA28 fleet. The change will be grouped into a larger update containing other bug fixes and improvements, as well as probably the Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 compatibility update. Next up on the line is the Hawk T1-A Advanced Trainer is set to receive a significant version 2 update featuring a new flight model, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 compatibility, and other new Microsoft Flight Simulator SDK features. The updates will also include other bug fixes and enhancements, such as improved navigation light models and an improved HSI wobble, and improved drum animations. The marketplace fans will also be able to have visual weapons on their Hawk aircraft as well. This is due to Microsoft Flight Simulator's marketplace policy being changed. Now, moving along to some of their more bigger planes, the 146 Professional has received a big version 2 upgrade earlier this year as well, adding a detailed passenger cabin, redesigned EFB interface, and more interactive systems. Justfly will continue to support their most popular aircraft into next year. The developer already has a list of improvement ideas with improved and rewritten system logic that carries over from the RJ Professional that Justfly has just released. These changes will make their way to the 146 Professional in 2025, as well as having that compatibility with the new game as well. Justfly is close to finishing an update for FS traffic for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. After that update, another one is planned with new aircraft types and a new selection of liveries. The developer has looked into an Xbox variant of FS traffic, but has held off due to significant negative impact on performance that they had originally planned. FS traffic has begun elevation for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, and significant improvements have been found over the default simulator traffic. Justfly aims to implement some of the new SDK features and continue developing compatibility as they go further down the line. They have also said that the Xbox plans for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 will be re-elevated as well, so we might see a Xbox version in the near future. Continuing along, the F28 Professional is set to receive again a similar version 2 upgrade as the 146 Professional. These will include the features such as a new custom coded UNS1 FMS, the new cockpit equipment, and plenty more interactive systems. Whilst Justfly has planned to release the update at the ending of this year, this timeline has been a little bit slipped, and instead the F28 Professional will see its version 2 update, including the again Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 compatibility, delivered next year. Justfly has started development on future updates for the Vulcan, including some improved effects, the compatibility for the new game, and visual weapons for marketplace users. Released earlier this year, Justfly is planning a Tomahawk compatibility update for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. The developer is also elevating support for the new game's new walk-around features and a feature that the developers added as a custom system in 2020 to the Tomahawk. Released just over a month ago, the RJ Professional is already compatible with the new game, and Justfly is diligently working on a version 1.3 update that will bring bug fixes and other improvements. So hopefully all of these Justfly updates and all the improvements should be coming out soon, and hopefully you guys like these improvements. Orbx has quietly announced a new aircraft in development for Microsoft Flight Simulator, the Grumman TBF Adventure. This World War II aircraft was extremely popular during the time thanks to its range, and nearly 10,000 units were built. First flown in 1941 and entering combat into 1942, the Avenger was designed to replace the TBD Devastator. It could carry a crew of 3, which includes a pilot, a radio man or a gunner, and a forward gunner. The aircraft has a top speed of 275 miles per hour and a range of over 1,000 miles. Paul Burnett also returns to support Orbx in developing this aircraft for the simulator, following his Wolf Pit Pro released earlier this year. Details are rather lacking on the Orbx store, but hopefully sooner or later we'll see some more information appearing on the website. Also, there has been a short teaser that probably you could see on screen. It's not the best of quality, but it's what came from their Facebook page. IndiaFoxtEcho has taken to Facebook to provide a detailed account on how its Eurofighter toucan on Microsoft Flight Simulator platforms is going on. We've also got a number of new previews of the plane in its current work in progress state. The development of the Eurofighter toucan project has faced delays due to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024's launch and an SDK related issue, but continues to progress. The external model is nearly to completion with work ongoing going on the landing gear, weapon types, animations, and base textures for various different operators. The cockpit geometrics is nearly finished. It's also pending some minor fixes and texture refinements. Avionics are advancing steadily with a new HUD and radar model tailored for the new game and the old game. The flight model is put on hold until the avionics progress further along the line. But the good news is that the sound package will be developed by Echo 19. Whilst most of this seems like delays and blockers, IndiaFoxtEcho did say that they are aiming to have an alpha build by the ending of January 2025. Whilst this is an aim, they will also prioritize quality over deadlines because that is more important to be honest, in any sort of aircraft that you're looking at these days. The developers over at FSHud has launched a new project manager that makes downloading and installing your FSHud products much easier than before. The new project manager gives you a better visibility of what you have installed and what you can download for your simulator. It also features multi-simulator support along with the ability to install updates per product or as a whole. Furthermore, a range of FSHud products have been updated for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. This includes the RAS Pro, the Pushback Express, the CRJ, the Leonardo Magdog, the Phoenix Airbus base model, and the Microsoft ATR. A few of these products that require third-party planes are not yet compatible with the new simulator because there is not official support. You could also read the various change logs down below. Finally, in another news, the PMDG 777 of FSHud is on its way and is due to enter its testing very soon. Developing the new project manager and ensuring Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 compatibility took longer than they expected, but it will be here very soon. FSHud has updated to now include full compatibility with the new game. This update also comes with some other improvements and upgrades to the product as well, since the all-new version 2 is now available to all of us. Version 2 of the FSHud now includes regional accents, voice commands, accurate phraseology, and the ability to have multiple runways in operation at the same time. With full SimBrief integration, you can now easily plan your flight and have full ATC and traffic management throughout the whole flight, including SIDS and STAR support and full ILS approaches. Vectors will be given out based on the real-world weather, sequencing, and more. For those who fly with VR, FSHud is fully compatible with VR for a menu-free experience. You could get FSHud right now from their store for €35, but however, if you brought it prior to November the 1st, 2024, you would need to upgrade to the 2024 compatibility version, and that will cost you €17.50 and no VAT is included. It's worth noting that the purchases from Flight One and Aerosoft are migrated over to their store as well, so just keep that in mind when you do decide to upgrade. Now, this is a little bit annoying because an announcement came out yesterday about this as well, but I think we'll start off with what I originally wanted to say and then we'll go on to what their new announcement was. BeyondATC has released its traffic tool as a part of their package underneath the early access bundle. The new traffic component will inject traffic into the simulator that includes flight operations from over 1 million flights globally and is fully integrated into their air traffic control system. The team says that their systems treats the player's aircraft and AI traffic equally, ensuring a fair and immersive prioritizing process. On the ground, advanced taxi and runway logic minimize conflicts, providing standoffs and accounting for wake turbulence and to guarantee smooth and safe operations. BeyondATC also manages traffic comprehensively through all stages of the flight, from clearance and pushback to landing and shutdown. Go-arounds are also dynamically handled when runways are deemed unsafe, with aircrafts flying fully vectored circuits for retry landings. Multi-frequency airport communication keeps comms, clear and contextual, particularly at larger airports, whilst realistic sequencing ensures safe spacing between aircrafts. Custom animations for takeoff and landing are not seen in any other traffic integration tool to complete the experience. Now, before I go on to actually how you could buy this or what you need to do for this, I should also explain that BeyondATC has also released for next year's plans for their supporters pack. They've also decided to release from next year, as I said, the LLM support. Now, this has obviously been one of their base things from since the beginning, as the developer has said. This has been one of their base things that they have wanted to push out for a long time, but they thought it wasn't right for them to push it out just due to the fact of it would have conflicted with a whole bunch of stuff. And if you was there at FS Expo last year, you probably would have been able to have a chance to use BeyondATC with ChatGPT and things like that, and it didn't go as well as expected. But they have now decided to make their own custom LLM for BeyondATC, which sits on the end user's side. This doesn't actually, from as far as I know, actually harm your computer at all from when you're playing Flight Simulator. Obviously, this will depend when it does come out in January, as that is when it's supposed to be released. Now, as I said before, this is an LLM and it is run on top of your system, just to keep that in mind. Now, if you'd like to buy BeyondATC from their website, it is $30, which works out equivalent to £30 or wherever you are, and that also adds premium voices using their subscription model as well. Now, obviously, you are watching the comprehensive video of the traffic mod and probably the LLM. Just obviously, I don't think that will be shown on screen, but you'll see one of them on the screen. I'll leave actually both of those in a link in the description for you guys to watch. Developer Simulations has shared a new preview on their up-and-coming rendition of Oulu Airport, also known as Echo Foxtrot Oscar Uniform. Whilst a small airport having only regular connections to Helsinki and Munich with Finnair and Lufthansa respectively, the airport still serves to be one of the most populated cities in northern Finland. The previews does not reveal a whole lot of the airport just yet, with the previews being most likely close-ups of the terminal interior. We do get a slight glimpse of the outside of the terminal building and the red box structure that is also being featured. Simulations shared that they are putting in the final details and the airport will be coming your very way very soon. Target acquired. Developer Sierrasim Simulations has previewed Alto International Airport for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 and 2024. Along with new previews, they shared some of their features that they have planned for the airport. Alto International Airport, also known as Sierra Lima Lima Papa, located just 13 kilometers, which is 8 miles from the west of Lepal, Bolivia, sits 13,325 feet above sea level, making it the highest international airport in the world. Perked on the city of El Alto, it offers views of the Avenger mountains for that extra challenger. The airport is a major hub for loads of their aviations, offering connections to key domestic destinations as well as international routes to cities such as well as loads of cities. Included features from what they have said so far on social media includes interior modeling, PBR texturing, variety of airport objects, custom jetways, and night lighting. They said that they will also include various LODs to ensure that the performance is smooth throughout. As mentioned, the airport will be coming to both 2020 and 2024's Microsoft Flight Simulator, and this will be expected to be in a singular purchase, which will keep you up to date with some more information when more does come out. DJ Choice on the beat. Now, the last thing that we're going to be talking about today is from SLH Sim Designs. They've released the Sierra Oscar Charlie Alpha for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Positioned just southwest of the French Guiana. This airport connects French Guiana with Europe and the Caribbean and South America. Features include dynamic lighting, custom 4K textures, the terminal interior, corrected terrain, elevation, and animated passengers. There is also custom jetway signage as well with ground markings and variety of realistic detailing in the model and texture work. You can buy your very own copy from the SLH Sim Designs website website for $17. And that is it for today's Microsoft Flight Simulator news video. I'm hoping that you guys enjoyed it. It has been absolutely fun with having stuff from BeyondATC, from FSHud to FS Crew, to even inibuilds even releasing some announcements for their inibuilds A350. This is going to be a fun year next year, and I cannot wait to share what I have in the works for next year as well. Now, this is probably going to be the last video that you're going to see from me for this year, so I'm hoping that you guys have a happy Christmas, and I'll see you guys in the new year. And as always, this has been your boy Jay, and happy flying.